Have you ever wondered how your wireless headphones just pull music out of thin air? I mean, we're surrounded by all these invisible signals, but somehow our tech just works. So today, let's dive in and decode the invisible magic of Bluetooth.
Seriously? Think about it for a second. Your Wi-Fi router, your microwave, maybe a baby monitor, they're all basically screaming in the same room at the same time. So how does your music stay so perfectly clear through all that racket? Well, that's the big question we're answering.
All right, so to get to the solution, you first have to understand the problem. And the problem is that Bluetooth is trying to drive on an incredibly crowded, chaotic radio highway.
See, Bluetooth operates right here, in a super busy slice of the airwaves called the 2.4 gigahertz band. It's what's known as an unlicensed band, which basically means it's a free-for-all for all sorts of gadgets to use. So you can imagine, if your headphones just tried to pick one lane on this highway and stay there, it would be a total disaster. The signal would be full of static and dropouts. It'd be completely unusable.
So how does Bluetooth get around this? Well, it does something absolutely brilliant. It doesn't try to shout over all the noise. Instead, it does this incredibly fast, clever dance to avoid the noise completely.
The official name for this is frequency hopping spread spectrum. Yeah, I know, it's a mouthful. But the concept is actually pretty simple. Imagine you're at a really loud party trying to talk to a friend. Instead of yelling, you both just keep hopping from one quiet corner to another to continue your conversation. That's exactly what Bluetooth is doing.
That busy radio highway is split into 79 different lanes, or channels. And your Bluetooth devices agree on a secret, predetermined path to jump between these channels. To any other device, it looks like complete chaos. But your devices know the route, perfectly dodging any interference that pops up in one of the lanes. But here's the part that's going to blow your mind. How fast are they doing this little dance? It's not 10 times a second, not 100, not even 1,000. It's 1,600.
That's right. Your phone and your headphones are jumping to a new frequency 1,600 times every single second. It is so ridiculously fast that by the time your Wi-Fi signal creates interference on one channel, your Bluetooth signal is long gone. It's already hopped somewhere else. This incredible speed is what makes the connection so strong and secure.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. How on earth do two separate devices coordinate this lightning-fast dance without ever messing up? Well, it all starts with a very clever digital handshake.
You know when you hit pair on a new device, this is what's happening in the background. First, your phone sends out an inquiry, basically shouting, "Hey, is anyone out there?" When your headphones respond, they enter the paging phase. This is where they sync up their internal clocks and agree on the secret hopping pattern they're going to use. And once that's done, boom, you have a connection, and they form their own little private network.
And this little network is called a piconet. Inside it, the roles are super clear. One device, usually your phone, acts as the master. Think of it as the lead dancer. It sets the timing and calls out the moves. The other devices, like your headphones, are the slaves. They just follow the master's lead perfectly, making sure they're always in the exact same place at the exact same time.
Now, this frequency hopping is still the absolute heart of Bluetooth, but the technology has obviously evolved a ton over the years, especially when it comes to being more efficient.
And the biggest leap forward has been Bluetooth Low Energy, or BLE. This is a special mode built for all those tiny gadgets that only need to send small bits of data every once in a while. Its whole reason for existing is to sip power, not chug it.
And the power savings are just massive. The way BLE pulls this off is by basically being asleep most of the time. It only wakes up for a tiny fraction of a second to send a quick data burst, and then it's right back to napping. That is precisely why your fitness tracker can last for a whole week on one tiny battery.
And honestly, that power efficiency is what unlocked the entire world of the Internet of Things. Your smartwatch, your smart home sensors, medical monitors, those little tracking tags you put on your keys, all of them rely on BLE to work without you having to charge them constantly.
So we've covered the tech, but we can't finish without talking about the name. Because Bluetooth wasn't cooked up in some corporate branding meeting, it's actually a really cool nod to history.
Believe it or not, the technology is named after a real person, Harold Bluetooth Gormson. He was a Viking king more than 1,000 years ago, and he was famous for one big thing, uniting all the warring tribes of Denmark and Norway.
And there it is. That's the beautiful connection. The engineers who created this technology saw their mission the exact same way. They wanted to create one single wireless standard to unite the totally separate worlds of computers and cell phones, just like King Harald united the tribes.
So the next time your music is playing flawlessly, you'll know it's not really magic. It's an incredibly fast, synchronized dance named after an ancient Viking king. Pretty cool, huh? It makes you wonder, what other everyday magic should we decode next?